Hey everyone, welcome to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video and share the video. First of all, if you follow me on TikTok, just an update, there's a lot of news that I'd like to share with you guys. This is why it's important for you to follow me on multiple platforms because TikTok has banned me from posting until tomorrow. I have an appeal out, don't worry about it. But there's some news. Rest in peace to Chuckie Thompson, who was featured on the Real Housewives of Potomac most recently. But if you are a music lover like myself, then you know that Chuckie Thompson is more than a reality TV person that stopped by reality TV. He's a legendary producer. From what we're hearing, he passed away from complications due to COVID-19. It's still a pandemic. Wear a mask. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your body. I'm not going to tell you to get a vaccine. We're not going to get there. But wear a mask, protect yourself. If you're not feeling well, go to a doctor, stay home, do what you need to do to take care of yourself and everyone else around you. Yes, Audrey says TikTok are haters. Which, you know, I love TikTok in the beginning. Audrey, you've been following me since the beginning on TikTok. And I don't even call you Audrey on TikTok. I call you Barry. You always mix me up when I'm watching there. It is what it is. Follow me on my IG at TheKempire or at Kempire Daily. That way, if something happens to my YouTube, if something happens to my TikTok, I'll be able to communicate with you guys on multiple platforms. Also, if you're here on YouTube, subscribe to my backup channel, Kempire Radio, also my podcast channel. And if you're not subscribed to the podcast, there's a new episode out. I talk about things that I don't normally talk about on any of the other platforms because the platforms and their community guidelines are yes. Shout out to everyone that's joining us. Shout out to all of our team members, Team Kempire and Royal Court members. I appreciate you guys. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, you don't have to, but if you would like to become a member, there are really, really great perks along with loyalty badges, custom emojis, and member-only chats. And that's exactly what we did last night. We had a member-only chat talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. So tonight, we're going to do a mashup of Shahs of Sunset and the Real Housewives of Potomac. But if you missed my conversation with Up and Adam, Layla Lynn, and Grace Report earlier today, head on over to Layla Lynn TV and watch that recap. I love chatting about these shows with other people. It's great. I can sit here and talk by myself. I'm a talker, if you couldn't tell. Mind you, in real life, I'm not very social. I could be home I'm a tourist. I'm a true tourist. But I could talk about these shows by myself for hours. But it's always better to get a different perspective. And that's one of the great things about the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're able to share our perspectives without being derogatory or hateful to each other. So a reminder for the replay group, be sure to share your thoughts, but be respectful of each other in the comments. All right? Okay, you know how I like to start the show. A little vibe. Let's start with a little vibe. I have a little surprise for you guys. As you guys know, I have Jamaican roots. So I had to get a little reggae vibe going. Yes, let's get a reggae vibe going. We start the show with movement because I strongly believe when you move your body or when you force yourself to smile, you will literally change the way that you feel. So let's get the party started, and then we'll jump into a Shahs of Sunset and the Real Housewives of Potomac recap. Oh, let me get up. Drop those crowns and let me know where you're watching from. Drop those crowns and locations in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. Chicago's in the house. Atlanta's in the house. Los Angeles is in the house. Jersey. Speaking of Jersey, I have some news about Jersey. Illinois. Hey. Orlando's in the house. DMV. Jamaica's in the house. What's going on? Long Island, New York, Hawaii, Chicago. I love Chicago. Hampton, Virginia. Near Hampton University. Uh-oh. And now Facebook is acting up. First of all, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you all being here. Just want to say, first of all, Twanda Don, let me get to your super chats. Woo, hold on. Twanda Don, thank you so much for your super chat. Hold on. Y'all know what I got to do when I get a super chat. And shimmy. Twan says, hey, Kempire family and friends. Twan is one of our loyal listeners, watchers, and moderators. So appreciate Twan. Thank you. And Twan was getting down with us. He sent in another super chat. DMBIA. Shout out to everyone. And I love seeing where you guys are watching from. So when you're watching the replay for our replay crew, be sure to drop your crown in the chat and let me know where you're watching from as well. We are recapping Shahs of Sunset and the Real Housewives of Potomac. If you were with us last night, we recapped the Real Housewives of Potomac with a members only chat. So tonight we're just going to freehand, whatever you want to call it. We're going to have a free conversation about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Some thoughts a day later, okay? Almost 24 hours later. Well, almost exactly 24 hours later. Oh, Alaska's in the house. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh, I love it. L says, oh, this is so fun. Thank you, Kempire. It's boosting my mood. Exactly. I love that. So, Shahs of Sunset. I literally watched Shahs of Sunset twice. And it's not that good. We've been saying that. Shahs of Sunset. Hold on. Let me sit down. Hold on, y'all. Because I have my mat. It's the evening time. I've been up all day talking mess, covering mess. Okay. So Shahs of Sunset, this latest episode, we find out a lot. And the reason why I put the thumbnail as cheaters, because both in the Real Housewives of Potomac and in Shahs, we're dealing with possible cheaters. I'm not going to say that, he's a cheater, but we don't know yet. We're waiting for the evidence about Eddie Asefo. Okay? But innocent until proven guilty. Well, it's in the court of law. In the court of Kempire, no, you're innocent until proven guilty. Guys, we have already over 100 and something people watching this video. Be sure to like the video. Once we get to 100 likes, I'll drop the call-in link so you guys can share your thoughts either on Shahs of Sunset or the Real Housewives of Potomac. So in this latest episode of Shahs of Sunset, they go out to the country. They are doing all kinds of things like zip lining and wine tasting. But every week, as you guys know, I have such a feeling when it comes to Reza. Reza was so obnoxious during this trip. Even at one point, Gigi was like, you're so loud. Why are you screaming in my ear? He is a terrible drunk. Reza, isn't Reza like near 50? Why are you still acting like a child? He was so obnoxious in this episode. And I know I reposted, if you guys missed it, if you're not following me on social media, I posted a couple of the photos from the Shahs of Sunset reunion. It has been filmed. And Reza looked great. But yeah, you know what? He can look great, but still, and this is why looks is not everything, y'all. Personality is everything. Personality will take you a lot farther than your looks. And he looked good at the reunion, but when you think about who Reza is at his core, you're like, ugh. You're like, ugh. He's such a disgusting person. I want to meet Shams. Okay, Reza, we get it. You want to meet Shams. We get it. Anyways, as you may recall, last week's episode, Reza was taking shots at London. Well, at the top of this new episode, he apologizes to London. as he should, because he says he was taking out his frustrations with Mike on London. But then it seems as if London sort of, because he gave her such fever that she sort of changed her position. You know, she was defending Mike, but then she was throwing Mike under the bus in this episode. I was like, London, like, I know you want to be a part of the cool crowd, but come on. Like, come on. Pick a stance. I didn't like that. So as you already saw, I'm not going to go through every single detail of this episode of this season. Exactly. Lillian says, hold on. Oh, it didn't come up. Okay. Lillian says, how many seasons are we going to talk about Mike being a cheater? Apparently every single season. We'll get to that part in just a second. So both groups go in two different excursions. Yeah, excursions is the right word. Wine tasting and zip lining. I'm not a big adventure seeker, but the zip lining actually looks cool. I've been on a wine tasting, but I don't drink. So that probably would have been just like, oh, this is nice. The zip lining, I would have probably been a little scared, but I would have done it. And that seemed like it was fun. And that actually seemed like it was more of a bonding experience than going drinking together. Y'all do that all the time. But during that wine tasting, that's when they have conversations and they talk about Paulina. And y'all already know how I feel about Paulina. I feel like Paulina wants to be on the show. She's boring AF. And she calls Destiny this episode. I'm skipping ahead, because during the wine tasting, they talk about why Paulina didn't come. Reza said she didn't come because of Mike. Obviously, we all knew that. That was no surprise. So if they haven't seen, Destiny hasn't heard from her since the Halloween party, which was several episodes before that. But apparently Mike and Paulina are back together because they want to Watch What Happens Live last night. I didn't watch all of Watch What Happens Live, so I'm assuming they're back together. They're both in New York together, and she was behind the bar. Oh, Paulina. Samaya says, Paulina and that face can go. Double T says, on Watch What Happens Live, Mike said that texting happened once. Child, he is pathological. Once? She literally said on the show that it happened at least 10 times before this last time. And when I say last time, the last time on the show, because we know since then, it's happened. Exactly. Catherine says Paulina must have really low self-esteem. Mike is controlling. And we saw that. If you've been watching Shahs since the beginning, and you know I've just been catching up on Shahs, he was like that with his ex-wife, Jessica. We remember Jessica went to the reunion and he wouldn't even let her get out the trailer. He is very controlling. That was a side of Mike. I always sort of had in my mind, oh, Mike's a cheater, but he's harmless. No, he's not harmless. Mike is not harmless. Mike is actually problematic. Mike is problematic, and he's a little scary. I'm not going to even read that. Oh, my goodness. I'm not trying to get banned from YouTube now, too. He gave Jessica the blues. Hold on, wait. Lillian says Mike is a perpetual Peter Pan. I don't even want to associate Peter Pan with Mike, because Mike to me is worse. Mike might be, I wouldn't even say the Beast, because even the Beast had, some redeeming qualities. I don't know what to label Mike. But in this episode, if you just joined us, we're talking about Shahs of Sunset. Mike is exposed by Paulina. Paulina finally decides to call Destiny. Perfect timing when Mike's out of town and she knows they're filming, because Destiny wants to be on the show. Oh, Lord. Destiny wants to be on the show, so she calls Paulina and tells Paulina that he's cheating again. And she tells the whole scenario, how she caught him and how she threw food at him and blah, 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 blah. Paulina, I don't even feel sorry for you. I probably should feel sorry for you, but I don't feel sorry for you. I don't. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I got to keep. If you know, you know. I literally, the reason why, because normally we do these recaps a lot earlier, but I decided to do the recap a little bit later because I had to go to the dentist. So shout out to my dental hygienist. Your dental health is important, people. Take care of your teeth. So my lips are a little. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hold on. Hey, Ebony. Thank God it was not a manic Monday at work. Welcome. Drama says Mike is an F-boy. Clearly, I really wanted to like Mike, but if you've been watching since the beginning, you understand that what Mike Mike is doing is pathological, is consistent. It's sort of like, Mike, I understand you think that you should probably be like this wholesome man, one woman kind of man. You're not that guy. And it seems that you really are not supposed to be that guy. There are plenty of women that would be open to an open relationship. You just have to find them. I don't know. I think he has this whole image of himself. Drama says, definitely don't feel sorry for her. So Maya says, Paulina is a clout chaser. It feels that way because, of course, she decides that is the moment to call Destiny, is when she's filming the show away at this whole haunted, whatever this is supposed to, this cabin. This was a cute episode. Next week is the finale, right? Yeah, next week's the finale because, as I said to you before, we saw pictures from the reunion. But, you know, there were a few heartfelt moments during this episode that I want to talk about. Let me just make sure I haven't missed any areas. Because I don't want to talk about the Wild Wild West night. That was stupid to me. The whole murder. I never like a murder mystery. Anyone else don't like a murder mystery? I just feel like it's so stupid. Whatever. Oh, so the conversation. So as you guys know, the big storyline of this year is Reza and MJ trying to mend their relationship. So they're trying to get back to a better place. And they're actually sharing a sector of the cabin area together. And I get it. These people have been friends for over 30 years. So there is a familiarity. There is this, there is a connection. But last year, it got really, really dark. It got really, really dark. And they showed some of that in this episode. And I was like, whoa, I don't remember seeing MJ blow up like that during the reunion. I remember seeing it, but then it was like, wow, to see it again, it's like, oh my God, like this was bad. And as you guys know, Tommy said no matter what, he doesn't care if they take the restraining order down. He does not want Reza meeting Shams. He doesn't want it. And we get it. We get it. Like, I completely get it. Did Tommy get arrested once they did that restraining order? I can't recall. You guys will remind me in the chat. What are you guys saying about Nima? Nima's such a bore to me. Nima, he says champagne makes him, you know, giggly, and he was looking at Gigi and he wants to hook up with Destiny. You're a 10-minute man. You told people you're a 10-minute man. That is not attractive. I know Missy Elliott had the 1 minute man song. No, now it's the 10-minute man song. Like, why are you bragging about that? Why are you bragging about that? I want to understand. Hold on, y'all. Let me take care of some behind the scenes stuff. Okay, here we go. Yes, I knew I had to do this. Hold on, y'all. They trying to not make me be great over here. Hold on, let me do that. All right, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Oh, it says corny as Nima is dry. Yes, Ocasio. Nima is corny. Okay, Tommy is wrong as well. You do not destroy anyone's product. Very good point. You do have a good point there. He said Reza too. He did have a moment where he looked at Reza. I can't with him. He said he was joking about that. Twan says, I think I might need to start watching this season so I won't feel so left out. I mean, it's about to end, so I don't know if it's worth it, but thank you for the super chat. That is Twan the Don's third super chat. Appreciate you, Twan. St. J says, wait, how long y'all need? I got stuff to do. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Hold on. P says, I love a murder mystery. Therefore, we are no longer cool. Unsubscribed joke. I know you're joking, P. You're always here, and I appreciate it. Me personally. And then watching them play a murder mystery on TV, we've seen it, and it's so boring. Maybe if I'm actually playing the murder mystery, I can be entertained, but I was not entertained by this murder mystery. Just saying. But the conversation that MJ and Reza have, them reminiscing about how things would have been different, during this time of her having Shams and her relationship. And I get it. If you've ever had a friendship that, you know, you've had for a very long time and it ends, and then you're having all these life changes, and you're like, damn, it would have been nice to have my friend here. Like, I've had that particular situation, but my situation, it was different. My best friend passed away. So it wasn't a big fight. It was, you know, I just kind of wonder sometimes, what life would be like if my best friend was still here to see some of the things that I'm doing, to see my future relationships, those types of things. So I can kind of relate to what they were saying. But of course, we got a Reza moment. I really do believe that Reza is torn up about this. When I make those jokes about Reza, I really do believe that he's torn up by this situation. But with that being said, it's like, Femtaro said that MJ, Femtaro, who, matter of fact, guys, don't forget, our new collaboration came out today where we read some of your favorite housewives from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So be sure to check that out on Femtaro's YouTube page. She said about MJ, she's saying that she's using Tommy as an excuse to keep Shams away from Reza, that MJ does feel that Reza is toxic. So I think here's what I think. Based on what we saw this episode, I think there's a part of her that doesn't want Reza to meet Shams, but there's also a part of her that does, because she knows, she's known him so long and she doesn't like all of this conflict. But I do think a larger part of her wants to protect her baby from Reza's toxicity. Just saying. Shout out to my mods that are here. I don't know why YouTube's filter, there's certain things that are being filtered. I don't know why they're being filtered, guys. So don't think that we're deleting your comments. It's YouTube being extra. I don't know what it is. Some of the comments that they're holding back, I'm like, well, why did they hold that back? It's just. So shout out to my mods. I appreciate you guys taking care of that while we do this recap. So those are my thoughts. Oh damn, Reza disliked the video, y'all. Reza disliked the video. It's all right, Reza. If you want to call in, I'm going to post the link once we get to 100 likes. Once we get to 100 likes, I'm going to post the link for you guys to call in and share your thoughts. Okay? Just saying. We already have over 200 people watching. If you're just joining us, we are going to recap the Real Housewives of Potomac. Last night was our members only chat. Today, it's open to everyone. And we're talking about Shahs of Sunset. Next week is the finale of Shahs of Sunset. And to be honest with you, I'm okay. I'm okay with it. Yes, I'm ready for the reunion, though, because I think the reunion is going to be juicy. But next week should be juicy because Destiny's going to bring up what Paulina says to her, what Paulina said to her over the phone about Mike cheating. I think part of Mike, though, is over this group. I honestly, like, Mike, if you really want a better life, I get it. You make good money off of the show, but being around these people just seems very toxic. I'm actually surprised that even Shervin will even be around these people, because Shervin doesn't seem like a toxic person. So I'm actually shocked that he's even around these people. Just saying. Badar says, done with Shahs, ready for a new season. Are you ready for another season from them, though? I don't know. It just seems like the same recycled storylines. I'm not sure. Unless something dramatic happens over this next year, I'm actually more interested in the reunion. Has Tommy changed his mind? Because one of the things that we found out in this episode is that MJ asked Reza to write a letter to Tommy. I'm like, writing a letter? I mean, I get it. There's a restraining order, so they can't meet. But still, this is a good idea. Lonnie says, I'm ready for a new cast. Why not? I do notice how they implemented Gigi's sister more here. But Gigi's sister is boring. Let's be honest. Gigi's sister is boring. Gigi's not even that interesting either. Acacia says, I want a new cast. Elle says, oh my God, no. Hey, Reza. Oh, we're already at 100 likes. Let me post the call-in link, guys. If you're just joining us, we're talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac, and we're talking about Shahs of Sunset. It's our mashup Sunday night. What is going to replace Shahs of Sunset? What else is coming back? I don't think Salt Lake City is going to replace them. I think Salt Lake City will be during the week, unless they're changing up the schedule. Salt Lake City will be premiering next month. I know $1 Million Listing LA is coming back next month. Oh, breaking news, y'all, just in case you missed it. BravoCon has been canceled. And I'm happy because I was going to be out the country. So I was like, I wasn't going to be able to go to BravoCon and meet all of you lovely people. But if you're going to be in New Jersey, I will be opening up. I don't even think I'll be introducing. I'm not opening up because I'm not a comedian. I will be introducing one funny Lisa Marie. If you don't know who she is, she's a very popular woman on Facebook, Instagram, on TikTok. She's very, very funny. We're both from the same hometown. We became friends during the pandemic. She wanted me to open up for her. And I said yes without really thinking. But now as we get closer, I'm like, So I will be opening up for her to introduce her, NJ Pat, on August 21st. It's right around the corner. Right around the corner. All right, let me post the call-in link. Boxter girl. I love $1 Million Listing too, and I've done a couple of like little videos on them. They don't do well, and I know I shouldn't just do something because it gets views or clicks or whatever. But I cover so many hot topics. I have to prioritize what I really need to cover. Y'all know I love property. So $1 Million Listing is like right up my alley. I don't really love LA just because I'm not really into that type of property, but I do watch it. All right. Let me just drop this call-in link. So last night's episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac. So I stopped by Layla Lynn TV along with Up and Adam and Grace Report to recap that earlier today. And I dressed up. I dressed up as Robyn. Yes, I dressed up as Robyn. As you guys know, the biggest moments from last night had to be about people talking about Dr. Wendy and her body, talking about the Eddie rumors. They didn't officially come out, but of course they were brought up by Gizelle. So I want to hear your thoughts. I'm dropping the call-in link right now. Let me pin it over here. Exactly. P says, hold on. I just want to highlight what you said. Where is it? Oh, here we go. 50% of the country isn't vaccinated. NBC Universal don't want them. And it's here in New York. They were going to have it. They're already making it mandatory for restaurants, gyms to show vaccination proof. So I get it. To me, it makes sense. Like, part of me doesn't even want to leave the country, but y'all been traveling since last year. So why can't I go finally have a little fun? Why can't I? But I'm still going to be safe. I might not even come back. I don't. But yeah. Okay. Let me take a sip. Thanks, Nora. I appreciate you being there. Yeah, so I dropped by Layla Lynn TV earlier today to recap the Real Housewives of Potomac. I like Potomac this season. I think it's been solid. I actually look forward to watching it. I look forward to talking about it. As you guys see, we talk about it at least twice here on the channel. I posted a video earlier today, though, because there were some housewives responses on social media, including our girl, Dr. Wendy, feels like the women are body shaming her. And Mia explained why exactly she decided to give Robyn her room. And what she said was, some people, don't experience that luxurious life all the time. So she was trying to be generous. And here's what I have to say. I love Mia because I think Mia is stepping up. She's really becoming one of my favorite housewives on the show. But I kind of wish she would have said it in that moment, because that would have been epic. But I also think partially she just made peace with them, so she didn't want to ruffle those feathers so soon. But that would have been epic if she did. That would have been epic. Nicole says, I liked Mia's response. Me too. But what did you guys think about some of the things that Dr. Wendy has been saying on social media about the ladies? First of all, she called out Gizelle for bringing up the whole Eddie rumors multiple times. Like, she said, you've done this to other people's marriages. But look, I have to call BS, Dr. Wendy. When she was doing it to Monique last year, you didn't call her out then. If you really believed in marriages, or does it not matter until it affects you? Just saying. Darren says, very classy shade. Miss T, exactly. Like, even if you didn't say it, to directly to her, she should have mentioned it in her confessional, because that would have been epic. All I know, Mia, I know you're watching this. Wait, who just disliked this video? Probably Robyn, because I'm about to grill her. Robyn knows I'm about to get her good. Even though I was Robyn earlier today, y'all. I was Robyn earlier today. I had this on. I said, let me be Robyn today. Let me be Robyn. I can't. This gave me a headache earlier, y'all. That thing is so tight. Robyn, first of all, Robyn, I get it's a pandemic. And Robyn loves to say, oh, it's a pandemic. I don't feel like getting up out of bed, blah, 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 blah. Look, I get it. I get it, Robyn. But you are so desperate for a storyline. It's so sad at this point. It's sad. Like, I don't want to even watch. Like, I don't even want to watch. Hold on. I see we got a lot of people here. Hold on. Let me just refresh this. There we go. Sorry, y'all. Oh, Lord. Okay, we have 4 people that dislike the video. Let me guess. All right. We already know that Reza did. Mike probably did because we were talking about him. Paulina did because we said she's a clout chaser. And then Robyn. Wendy, buckle up. You're next. Guys, welcome to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. Don't forget, you get daily and consistent hot topics here. TikTok, just an FYI, they won't allow me to post until tomorrow. If you're not following me on my multiple platforms, shout out to Chuckie Thompson. He passed away. I wanted to post it on my TikTok. I wasn't able to, but I did post it on my IG. So make sure you guys are following me on IG, both the Kempire and Kempire Daily. I'm going to take some callers. Callers, I want to know your thoughts either on Shahs of Sunset or the Real Housewives of Potomac. We already have a line of people, so please make it straight to the point and clear and concise. All right, and if you're just joining us, we have almost 300 people watching. Be sure to like this video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. And let's take our first caller. Hold on one second. Let me just put this up here. There we go. And of course, I have to put the disclaimer up. Got to put the disclaimer up. All right. Hi, I'm going to bring you up. Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
What are your thoughts?
Well, oh my gosh! I tried to call last night, but I had technical difficulties. So I was trying to get into the show. My internet it wasn't operating right. Oh my gosh. Okay, Candace. So I want to start with her. I've been listening to some of the reviews and stuff like that, and I agree that her season this year has not really been that compelling. It's not really been that exciting. I'm not mad at her. I'm not really mad at her. I'm not sure what's going on, but when it comes to her not inviting Ashley, that I love. I love it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I like the fact that she's not playing that game right now. So what has happened in the past couple of years as a viewer is I've seen her. I love Candace. I think she's a beautiful young woman. She's doing music and doing these other things. But I feel like one of the things that she was in therapy for is that she was triggered. She was triggered by her mother. She was triggered by Ashley. She was triggered by these people. Mm-hmm. So this year, I feel like she's playing it smart by not being triggered. She simply is not being bothered, and I'm not mad at her. She's not being messy. She's not being shady. She's not going after anybody. She has a little bit of funny shade in some of my interviews, but when they ask her a question, so for me personally, if somebody had marginalized me, had told me that my pageant or whatever I was doing when I first got onto the show was not, they made fun of it. They made fun, as Ashley did with Candace. Mm-hmm. And from that point, I just triggered her over and over. I would not want to be bothered with Ashley at all. I would not want to be bothered with her, and I wouldn't invite her to open into a shoe, more or less, to my home. So no. She's not invited anywhere I'm in charge of. Absolutely not. So and then the simple fact is she's damned if she do and damned if she don't. If she would have invited her, and then God knows something could have happened, which I don't think it would have. Then they'd be like, oh, there go Candace going again. I love that she was like, I can't use the F word, but I don't F with her. I don't mess with her. We film together, and I see her. She see me. That's good. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I love that she don't mess with Ashley, because I just thought that Ashley just sort of, she just sort of brought on when she came onto the show. She just was playing with her, and I never thought that she was responsible for the breakdown of their friendship. To be honest with you, I never did. I just thought that that she asked her some questions about whether or not her marriage was safe and that she wanted to be a mom. I didn't think that was a reason for the friendship to totally be broken. I think that Ashley can take it, but sometimes she can't. She can dish it, but sometimes she can't take it. And I think that was what happened with her and with Candace. She tried so many times, and last year was a perfect example. She had prime beef in her hand, Candace, but to take her across the coals, she didn't. She didn't do nothing. She didn't drag her. She went to her as a woman and said, "I think your husband might be having a little bit of an issue. I just wanted to be a woman enough and convey it to you. And then the girl, and then Ashley was remembering what happened at her home the year before. So yeah, I think that this year she's like, I'm not talking about her. I'm not bothering with her. I don't see her, and I live for that. I absolutely love it. I love it because she's neutral. She's neutral with her. So I love that she's not doing that. Mia, I love Mia, and I love that she was so transparent. That was pretty rough. I didn't know that her story involved that much, domestic violence and disease and AIDS, and that was really heartbreaking. But she's such a very girly woman. She's so girly, and so I know she gives me Kenya a little bit, like first season Kenya, like a little kooky, but still can read, very smart. I like Mia. I think she's a wonderful addition. And but the thing I'll say, Gizelle is going to be my main focus. So Gizelle, she's so compelling to me because I wish that my advice to Gizelle is if you're hurt by a person talking about you, tell them in the moment. Don't smile about it. Don't bring a pizza to their home. Don't show up at an event. Be a woman and say, you know what? I've been hurt. I am not going to sit up here as a 50-year-old woman and say I'm not bothered. She's bothered about everything. So if Candace, if Karen and her are in scenes together, and Karen is like, I know she's mad at me and she's living her life. Why in the scene go, who wants to apologize? That's so childish. Just say, Karen, you've hurt my feelings. You hurt my feelings. You know, you teamed up with Monique at that time, and I felt very vulnerable. They got it together. I mean, I lived for it. Listen, Monique and Karen got that woman together in that reunion. She was burned, and she's come back and she was angry. And she should just be a woman and say, I'm angry about this. I was blindsided. I knew we had beef. But I know you're gonna kill me like that. So that would be the real thing. But she's sort of doing this thing like I don't want to talk to her, but then I want to dig at her. It's stupid. Yeah, that's about it. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts about all that. But if I was Mia in closing, I would have not been moved out of my room. Nobody, right? I mean, no human being is going to tell me, well, I put my bags, I'm going to take the bag somewhere else. That's not going to happen.
Especially the way it was said. If it was said differently, I would like, okay. But it was the way it was said.
I think so. I think that well, you said something I thought was really good. You always say a lot of good things, so it's hard to pick out. But you said you wish that Mia, the response she had put on Twitter, that maybe she would have put in on the show, or maybe said it there. I feel that that Gizelle and Robyn, they are not intimidating, but they will wear you out. I mean, it's just like either you're gonna box them up, or you just going to just ignore them because they will go on for 3 hours. If she were to say, wait a minute, why is this? That's just an opportunity. They live for those moments where a person is bothered by them in some way. So yeah, I think that I think she played it smart. You know, I think they wanted her to react, basically, is what I think. And she didn't react. And I saw a little post there. Listen, I think I love Monique. I miss Monique. I didn't agree with how she was last year, in my opinion. I feel she's very mad with Gizelle, and I just don't think all that heat was supposed to that with Candace. I think she should have just stayed focused on Gizelle. But I also agree that she's connected very well with all the social medias and stuff like that, and her not being there is hurting the show, I think. Whether you thought she was right or wrong, she was good for the show, and I think her presence is missed. I think we can see in the ratings a little bit. It's just that extra, because she's like Candy of, if Candy was gone from Atlanta, which I find Candy boring personally, I think she's boring. But if Candy was missing from Atlanta, the ratings probably would be affected there too. Monique she's good at social media and promoting the show. She's not part of it. I mean, she's on vacation right now. She's been on vacation. She's living her life while these episodes are airing. She got to do it, and it's hurting. I think that her not being there does hurt the ratings, in my opinion.
Okay. All right. Hi. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad I got a chance to kid in real quick and not have to sort of condense my answers. You gave me a chance to vent, and I'm really happy about it. Thank you so much, sir.
Of course. Thank you. Guys, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the chat. I see you guys are very, very adamant about how you feel about the Real Housewives of Potomac. We, of course, every month we do a mashup of Shahs of Sunset and the Real Housewives of Potomac. Don't forget that we also do a subscribers only chat on Sundays right after the show here on the channel as well. Last night we did a members only chat because we do that once a month. And we've been collaborating. When I say we, me and Layla Lynn and the Grace Report have been collaborating every single Monday on each other's channels. Today we did a special one with our boy Up and Adam. So be sure to head on over to Layla Lynn TV to check that recap out. I got into full character. I even changed my point of view. And so it was to the viewpoint of Robyn because I was dressed up as Robyn. Okay. After the live, I'll post the link in the description. So for the replay group, if you're watching this, you can just click that. We're going to take some more calls. Bernice, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. What's going on, Bernice?
Hey, Kempire, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm fine. That first caller, he just so precious.
Why?
Because Candace, the only reason that Candace going to Ashley is because Ashley did that statement for Monique. Let's make it clear. That's the only reason that Candace got a beef with Ashley.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. They both came from the pageant world, so how one non-singing pageant girl gonna talk about another non-singing pageant girl? Come on, give me a break.
No.
Really? Okay. Cruella, which is Gizelle.
Bernice.
and her one Dalmatian instead of 101. She got one Dalmatian. That's Robyn.
Bernice.
You know,
you've been sitting on that one, haven't you?
They've been getting on my nerves because I didn't appreciate them ganging up on Mia when they got rooms, and just to show that Candace still needs Giselle's approval because Candace could have nipped that all in the bud. She gonna get the room that she picked. She could have stopped that.
Good point.
But she trying to get their approval so bad still this season that she let it go on. Come on now. You want to be an adult? Act like an adult, and you get treated like an adult. You still that little freshman. I want your seniors' approval. See me over here. See me over here. Come on now.
Good point,
and I love the way Mia, she didn't let it bother her. You know,
she was trying to give Robyn some of that luxurious lifestyle.
Right. Oh, because her expression said it like, "Oh, boo, you're not used to this. Oh, okay, you can have it. You can have it. I like that." Her face said it all. Her face said it all. Like, "Oh, you're not used to this." Like, okay, you can have it. You can sit next to your girl. Go ahead. Okay, Cruella, your Dalmatian will be right next door to you. Okay.
Not your Dalmatian.
Your Dalmatian. Oh, not 101, but you got one. That Dalmatian, yeah. Because I'm sorry, when they got on the bus and Karen got on the bus and Gizelle, you saw Giselle's face?
Yeah.
That was Cruella all over again. I'm sorry, that's where it came from. I'm looking like, look at Cruella DeVille, looking at her. Like, oh my God.
Why are we not talking about Giselle's outfit? Because Giselle, like, she's trying to do better when it comes to her fashion. But did you see those shoes when she got on the pole?
Yes.
I was like,
yeah, Busta Brown wouldn't have worn those shoes. Yeah, I know.
You know what Bernice?
Okay. You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That got on my nerves. That got on my nerves. And the Shahs, Reza, why would you want to bring this toxic person around your innocent child? I don't get this.
Yeah.
Let it go, baby. Let it go. That's it.
Do you think do you think that MJ is using Tommy as an excuse?
No, because he know Reza is Reza. Reza not gonna change. Reza been doing this for years. Where he blow up, he make an ass out of himself, and then you put it back on the person he went off on and say it's their fault. It's not my fault. You made me do that.
Yeah.
He never take accountability of it, so that's why he do it over and over again. And I'm sorry, Tommy's in daddy mode. I don't want that shit around my child. Excuse my French, but I don't blame him. See, Reza is the type of person where you want to go get your cousins who don't mind going to jail to go beat that butt. Reza is that type of person. He need that one butt kicking one time, and he won't act that way no more. I'm sorry. You need it. I'm sorry.
So what you're saying, Just an FYI, we do not promote violence here on
We
the
do not
channel.
promote violence here. No, we don't. We
But
don't.
what you're saying is, if Tommy had actually made contact with Reza instead of the plants, then this would be done.
Yes, it would.
Okay.
Yes, it would. Because Tommy is the alpha. Reza is not.
You really? You don't think
Yeah.
you don't think that Reza's an alpha?
No, Reza's not an alpha. No, he's the opposite of alpha. No. No. I'm
Please.
sorry. No, he can't spell alpha. I'm sorry, Reza. No. Even watching him doing the cowboy thing last night, I'm looking at like, what the hell? Really, Reza? Okay. You got drunk off of wine. Who get drunk off of wine? I'm sorry. It's not that much alcohol in the wine they give out for you to taste. Okay? And you got drunk. You didn't get drunk off of liquor. You got drunk off of wine. That wasn't an alpha move. No.
Damn. Bernice,
No.
I appreciate you calling. We have a long line of people. I want to get to everyone.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bernice makes me laugh. All right. I'm going to bring up a couple people because I know they work well together. So I'm going to bring up a couple people that way we can get everyone's thoughts quickly. If you're just joining us, we're recapping the Real Housewives of Potomac and Shahs of Sunset. As you know, we did a quick recap last night for our members only. So be sure to check that out as well. I'm going to bring up Shahs No More, St. J, and Twan the Dom. What's going on, everyone?
Hi.
What's the?
Hi.
I'm going to start with, of course, the ladies first. Shahs No More. Okay, why the name?
Okay, so I'll make it quick because I have bullet points.
Oh.
So they need a whole new cast because it's very boring. And if I was a Bravo exec, look at the ratings. The storylines are just really pulling. It's not that great. But more interesting is Paulina on Watch What Happens Live. She just seems very mute, and she always looks to Mike for cues for her to answer. It's almost like, when someone's on the stand and they kind of like look to someone to like see what they should be saying or how they should be saying it. Yeah. That's kind of the vibe I was getting from her when she was on Watch What Happens Live. She was just a little bit meek. A little bit, and Mike is, and I'm not saying every Middle Eastern man is this way, not at all, so please don't come at me, but there are some Middle Eastern men that have that same complex that Mike does.
Well, I mean, they've said it on the show. So
yeah, I've dated an Iraqi, and he was kind of the same way. Ooh. So some of those men can be like that, but that relationship, it's not going to last. If he gets married, he'll end up going through another divorce again. It's not a healthy relationship. I feel like it's very toxic. And she calls Destiny because she knows Destiny is going to open her mouth and say something for the show. You know what I mean? So
she was using Destiny.
Why. She's using Destiny because she knows that it's going to embarrass him. It's going to make Mike look bad when she's upset with him. So why not use Destiny to drop that bomb in the tea that she spills in front of everybody? Because then now everybody's looking at Mike like he's a dirty rat, as they always have. In regards to Shams, I think MJ is kind of like using Tommy's feelings on Reza because it's a way that she can still have a little bit of control over Reza because she is still hurt from before when they had that huge blow up. Mm-hmm. But a part of her really does want her to have him meet Shams because of their relationship that they've had for years.
Yeah.
So will that ever happen? I'm not exactly sure with that, but they really need a whole new cast. It's very boring. It's dry. No one's entertained. It's just very boring. So I think that they need to either get rid of the Shahs of Sunset and let this be the last season, or revamp it and bring in a whole new cast and give it a fresh face and a new energy.
Well, you already know Bravo's not going to get rid of a whole new cast. What they could do is do a big shakeup, keep some people, and then, introduce a lot more other new ones.
Maybe keep 2%.
Oh,
maybe keep 2%. But as far as Potomac, I'm really hoping that this is Robyn's last season because she really is just too much on Gizelle's bandwagon. It's just like, stop it. But you know what? I feel like Mia is also kind of, now that she's had a taste of Gizelle and Robyn, I feel like, yes, she didn't say anything, but I feel like she will pick her battles on where she's going to really come after somebody. I feel like that was probably just, it's not a big deal. It's little. I'll save my shade. I'll save my argument for something that really is worth it. So I think she's really just picking her battles with them. But I did think it was quite tacky, the way that they had said that, like, oh, you know what? Do you mind if I go upstairs and have that room so that me and Giselle can be on the same floor? Something like that. I think that the way she said it, it's like, Robyn, don't get too comfortable because you're about to get kicked off because no one likes you and you're very boring. So I highly suggest that you sell more shirts or do two for, you know, half off or something on your website to get those coins. And I'm sorry, but
I didn't know she was selling shirts. I saw the shirts. I was like, oh.
I know. Well, but yeah, like shirts, hats, stickers, whatever she sells on her website.
Not stickers.
And Gizelle, like, I don't see like how she can be mad. Like, she's very angry, and I'm telling you, fame, money, all of that does not make a person happy on the inside. So for Gizelle, like, if Jamal didn't put out a platter of food on the table, then people wouldn't have anything to eat, sweetheart. So you need to be mad at Jamal for making you look like a clown, but at the same time, he did give you a storyline, so give him like a part of that check.
Hakuna Matata.
So, like, don't be mad at Karen and other people when they ask about Jamal, because Jamal was serving up platters of mac and cheese, collard greens, and everything on the table, and people ate it up. So don't be mad at people who ate it up. It was Jamal who served.
And Jamal has an $800,000 tax debt. And she's talking about Ray paying his bills. I want to say to Gizelle, will Jamal pay his bills?
Exactly. Does he have money in those kids' college fund? Nope. So let's be real, Gizelle. Like, you're upset at the wrong people. You need to kind of turn that mirror around, because, and I said it last time, I'll say it again, at that reunion, even though we did not see it all, the look on Gizelle's face, she looked like she had been ran rugged. That last reunion, she looked like she had worked a 12-hour shift at a hospital and didn't have anything to eat and exhausted. Like, she, like, I think really got the business, and unfortunately we just never got to see that because Bravo didn't air it. So I'm just kind of like, I'm over Gizelle. Robyn, this is why Robyn doesn't have a tan. She's always in Gizelle's shadow.
All right, St. J, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so I wouldn't have moved rooms for Robyn, period. But I also overall thought it was tacky that they all couldn't fit in the same house.
Do you think that was intentional, though?
I mean, obviously production had to approve the house, so sure. But I don't see why you wouldn't have want them all under the same roof to just hurry up and get things
drama. It causes drama. You know, they're always fighting over rooms on these shows.
I mean, exactly why the house was supposed to have children's rooms. I liked Mia. I liked seeing her personal story. I liked hearing her, you know, tell the ladies about her childhood. Let me think. Oh, Candace and Ashley. Candace not inviting Ashley was dumb to me because, you know, Ashley's going to be there.
It's a show.
Yeah, it's a show. Like, I get it. In our friend groups, sure, maybe that would work, but you're filming a show. You know she's coming.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was appropriate for Candace to mention that Ashley's still healing after giving birth. I don't like when she makes those types of comments because she should probably speak from things that she's lived. And I mean, Robyn's definitely, you know, trying to get in her mean girl mojo and I guess earn her check a little bit. I don't know how good it's working, but I can see that she's trying.
Any other thoughts, AJ?
Oh, we don't need Monique back.
Oh. So you don't want Monique Samuels to come back?
No, I don't.
Why?
See. Well, here's the thing. I think that we're actually getting a better fallout with her gone, and Karen and Ashley have to carry the brunt of what happened. opposed to them collectively just deciding we're just not going to deal with Monique.
Mm-hmm. Good point.
So I think from a story point, we're getting more with her being gone than we would with her being here.
I'm also wondering what it would have been like for her to be there, because I think Gizelle would still be sort of like shook from the reunion.
Yeah, Gizelle would definitely still be gunning for her and doing the things that Gizelle likes to do. As for Candace and Robyn, probably.
Twan the Don.
All right, so St. J, I love you, but I so disagree. I think honestly, when it comes to Monique being back on the show, I think some people in the comments hopefully will agree with me when I say this. The beat between Gizelle and Karen is just so played out, and it was refreshing to see a beef move on to someone new. I could do without Robyn a million times over. I've said several times she doesn't bring anything to the show, and I feel like this season she's making it seem like she's the dominant female in their relationship. Like she's this aggressor who, like, I see. It's like, all right, if you think about it, Portia came to Tanya's aid when Tanya was getting bullied by Kenya because she started some crap that she should have never started. Tanya couldn't handle her own, but Gizelle starts all her crap, and I'm just trying to understand why what's her name? Because she's so not rememberable. Robyn. I don't understand why she feel necessary to really jump in, and it seemed very awkward if anybody ever paid very close attention to how in her timing. It's just so awkward. It's like, why are you so angry, lady? Like, it has nothing to do with you. And I'm so proud of Wendy this season because I didn't like her last season, but I said I'm gonna give her a shot for her second season. And if she shows some improvement, then I give her more chances. And Wendy is really giving me what I need because I feel like now she's being that real chick. Now she's thinking for herself, and now she's creating a voice for herself on this show because before she was bonded with the Green Eye Bandits. And I'm like, do you not see what's going on, sis? Like, open your eyes. I understand you got to try to, clam onto the most liked or the most hated or most popular players on the show. And some would say it's Gizelle, but I think secretly it's Karen because Karen carries herself in such a way that is not just relatable, but likable versus Gizelle and Robyn. Robyn don't have a storyline, so she has to latch on to her strongest component. And they had said in a separate interview where they were like, the thing that's different for them that is more successful for them is that they have a genuine friendship outside the show and outside all the Housewives franchises. There's never been two people to stay cool the entire time being on, and they have been cool the entire time. And I think that's what it's going to be, a package deal. But what's going to fall short for Robyn, she's going to get a reduce in pay and become a friend. And I hope Bravo, if y'all are,
if that,
I mean, in my opinion, she deserves a reduction in pay. I mean, she's not bringing nothing. She's, if anything, she just proved a point from what she said last season. You got a bodyguard. You could have paid me to be your bodyguard because that's technically what you are this season. You're literally her bodyguard. You're defending her at every given cost. Like, she don't need no defending. And I hate the dynamic because I said on I was on DJ Richie Scott earlier, and I put in the comments that I don't understand this Batman and Robyn relationship between Robyn and Gizelle. In my opinion, it's such a major turnoff, and it's no longer a actual enjoyable scene to see. I mean, season 1, season 2, season 3, it was good, but it's getting old, it's getting tired, and I was rooting for Robyn to like find a way to latch off the titty so she could be able to start growing in her direction. But yet, that must be some good breast milk because she is there to stay.
All right.
No, I don't.
All right.
But I'm gonna just say one more last thing. I'm sorry, because Candace also, I gotta, elaborate a little bit deeper, but I'm not gonna go too far. Like a few
Please
seconds.
don't.
Candace, I just don't like the made up storyline because I do not recall seeing since Candace been on there that they show any real interaction with Chris Kids. So if Chris Kids is a part of this, their mother must be receiving some type of funds from from Candace part of the Real Housewives of Potomac, because I don't see why she will now sign off on the kids to be shown on TV other than receiving more money, because his restaurant done what they sold the restaurant down Gallery Place. So I don't know. I don't like the fake storylines. And to one of your other lives that you did about Love and Marriage Huntsville, the reason why they're successful because most of them are relatable. They are very genuine. I don't feel like I'm watching a storyline. I feel like I'm watching them in their everyday life versus Potomac Housewives or the other franchise. They're creating a storyline, and it shows. But that's all I got to say. I'm sorry.
No worries. I just want to say, Nia, thank you so much for the super chat. Hold on here. Shouldn't it? All right. Nia says, Wendy changed her strategy because she's been keeping up with the YouTube streets. She proved that when the Avatar drama went down, and she spoke on it. Very good point, Nia. We love when you bring your perspective. Guys, I want to get to other calls, but I want to get a quick last thought. I will start with my girl, Lonnie. Last thoughts on either Shahs or the Real Housewives of Potomac.
I mean, with Real Housewives of Potomac, I'm excited to see the next episode because I think that's where the salad gets thrown. And it looks like we start seeing, Candace going from that lovable stepmom to back to her old ways. So that doesn't surprise me. But I do agree with Twan that the mom's probably getting quite a bit of money because we've never seen her be a stepmom before. So this, like I said before, it's a PR thing that it needs to soften her image. But I think we're going to see Candace, who she really is, when they get into that salad fight with Mia. So I'm interested in that. And I'm looking forward to Miss Wendy, like really channeling it at Gizelle, because she always uses Ashley to spill what Gizelle says. It's always Ashley that has to be the deliverable person, like she's UPS. So I'm interested to see all new episodes. Shahs, I'll probably be fast forwarding through the episodes like I did the last episode. So yeah.
All right. Thanks, Lonnie.
Thank you.
St. J, last minute thoughts?
Yeah, of course Giselle always gives Ashley the spoon. Ashley does the job too. Ashley takes the spoon and she stirs it up. My last thought is Twan made a point about housewives being relatable. Robyn is the broke one, and she's a little boring. Is that not relatable?
To who?
Some of the viewers got to relate to that. And my thoughts on Shahs, because I actually watched it. I feel like Shahs has consistently been them shuffling the cast around Gigi, Reza, MJ, and the guy with
Mike.
Yeah, the guy with all of the sexual stuff going on. So I don't know. I guess two of them have to go, and I'm sure it's not going to be Reza and it's not going to be MJ. So I don't really, and I think Reza and MJ are the problem.
I think it has to be one of them. I think it has to be either Reza or MJ.
I think they're the problem, because with them both there, you have that dynamic that's not going to move. So one of them has to go. That's all. Thanks for taking the call.
Of course. Thank you, St. J. Twan, you already got your last thought, but one quick last thought. There's a timer going on.
I just want everybody to just understand me when I say this. I love you. If nobody have ever not told you that before, I love you. I want you to hug yourself, because we cannot rely on other people to really bring us where we are. And don't settle for less in life. Don't sell yourself short. If you're boring, be boring. You're fun. Just enjoy your life and live it to the fullest. But do not allow money to change you or anything else. Because to be honest, what Robyn is doing, I know Robyn is one of the most relatable women on that show, but it's so sad and disgusting to see her stoop so low because she's so desperate for some type of money or some type of attention that she never received from either Juan or something else in her life. And I just want y'all all to just understand, you are your worst enemy. Just love on yourself before you try to love somebody else, because she's showing you what you really need to do, which is the opposite. So I love y'all. Have a blessed night.
Thank you so much for calling in, Twan. All right. Everyone else that's coming up, quick thoughts, because I want to get, there's a long line of people. All right? Okay. Pris Hawa? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Right, by the way. And I love your content, by the way. This is my second time calling.
Thank you.
As for the Real Housewives of Potomac, it was an okay episode to me. But, with the Gizelle telling Ashley the rumor, yes, Gizelle, I think production puts her up to it, but I also think she takes it too far, in my opinion. Like, my thing is, if you're really concerned with why Wendy's doing all these body augmentations, you should have just went to Wendy herself as opposed to going to Ashley. So I didn't really like that too much. And with Candace not inviting Ashley, like, I just wish she would just say, oh, you know what, I don't like Ashley, because we all know they don't like each other, instead of saying, oh, I forgot, or she's healing and stuff like that. Like, just be real with it. Right? Yeah. And then I didn't like what they did to Mia, how they bullied Mia with the whole rum thing. Like, I wasn't gonna move if I was Mia, but she did. And also, I see a lot of people, like, in the comments on social media saying that, oh, well, Wendy jumped the bandwagon and wanted to be close with Gizelle and Robyn, and now she's getting a taste of her own medicine. In my opinion, I think Wendy I think she was more or less because she felt, Monique hitting Candace was wrong, as in to all the rumor stuff that was going around, because I don't think Wendy was actually a part of the rumor part, but I think she just felt, Candace getting hit was wrong.
Okay. All right. Priscilla, thank you. Pris
Howard, yep. Pris Howard.
Oh, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. All right. Woo, Miriam. Wait, long live pastors. Wait, what does your name say, Miriam? You're muted.
Muted. Hey, hi everyone. So she has the nerve to go after Karen's husband to pay his bills. Long live the pastor, so that he can pay the IRS too. Long live all of them. And her storyline is definitely to attack people's marriages, because she can't have one. She can't stand someone having one. That has been a line. It started with Karen, then Monique, now Wendy. I agree with everything they said, except with my boy St. J. I think if Monique came with her binder, every episode would be like a chapter in the binder. And for people who says that Monique keeps bringing them up, they keep bringing Monique up. So I feel like it's fair game. And of course, Gizelle, she invited Ashley so that Ashley could bring the rumor, because they wanted to make sure it made to the show. And Wendy caught that. Unfortunately, a dollar short and a day late, because we all saw it coming. And the caller that came up, she said that she thinks that Wendy came after Monique because she thought that was wrong. I agree that was wrong, but it's for me, it's a bit hypocritical when she was like so aggressive towards Ashley. So that is not in harmony with, it's a contradiction, period, end of story. And now I wish, if she wants to get out of the route of 4 degrees, which she tries to bring us up every time saying class is in session. I wish she doesn't play the role that the clueless blonde, I need more than one paragraph as mission. Yeah. So that part, and when she told her husband, from your pocket, like she's sounding so different than a self-made woman that she was portraying, right?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are sort of brushing over that particular scene when she was talking with Eddie about her business and her not knowing that she needs to register the name. Did you know that? I know that as a business person, but I had that mindset. So I'm just trying to think of how other people would. Do they not realize you should know that? You can't just use any old name?
same tone moment with Karen when she said, Karen, more than one paragraph. I need a, why you're doing this to me, Karen? Like, she's trying to protect herself, like she's this clueless. Please, like, tone it down. You can have something going after Giselle. You can finally. Candace, she's using the children, unfortunately, and she will show her true self, like Lonnie said, in the salad fight, and I'm looking forward. Mia, she didn't take the bait. They wanted a reaction from her, and she shaded them beautifully on a tweet saying, well, let them have a taste of the fabulous life that I have every day, because she lives in a penthouse. So let them have that moment. So she's not that thirsty. So I feel like she's definitely carrying the show, period. And Giselle, she will get her day. I really wish she would like channel her anger towards the one that made us love her from the first season. She keeps saying that Karen is talking like some lies about her. She wrote a book with all those lies. She's the one. She started the season saying he couldn't keep his thing in his pants. That's what she said, something like that. So, you know, it's it is Giselle is sad, and I wish Monique was there just to, you know, to check her a little bit, but hopefully Wendy will do that. As for Shahs, oh my God, how cringy was watch what happens live. He tried to deflect. He said, oh, look how hot she looks.
He being Mike.
Yeah, Mike. She looked horrible. You know, and then she laughed and she kept asking Andy, can you repeat the question, because I didn't understand. She was so controlling. I was going to put something on their Facebook saying, if I'm not controlling but is really controlling was a couple, it's under their picture, because it was very, very cringy. It was scary. And I feel like I hope someone called the cops on him, because this is abusive. I'm not saying allegedly. It was horrible. It seems like...
Look, what's going to happen? Since you're not going to say allegedly, I got to put up my disclaimer.
Well, put it allegedly, please. I know. But this is my opinion. I feel like he brought her as a bartender just to show everybody, look, I'm bringing her here. But then
we're
again,
together still.
Bartenders usually don't talk, but Andy and that therapist that's doing the show with him, they blindsided Mike somehow, because they were really digging deep with her, and they were talking with Paulina more. You know, they wanted more answers, and the look in their faces was like, we're not buying what you're saying, that he doesn't control you. You're being controlled right now. She was being controlled on live TV, which was even worse than when it's in the show.
Now I need to go watch it.
And the problem is the restraining order, and the fact that he's dropping the restraining order. I think he's trying to follow the instructions of the producers, because if it was up to them, if it was up to Adam, they wouldn't drop it. So I feel like, yes, I hope Reza is the one that gets out, because he's the toxic one. He guns for everybody, then he apologizes crying like a baby, which, you know, is so pathetic to me. I feel like MJ and the Gigi, they really have something in common, which is motherhood. And this is why I'm saying bring Asa back. They would have the show. It would be another way, like they have three, like one conventional marriage, one unconventional mother alone, and then one unconventional relationship, which is Asa and her boy, and what's her name, Jermaine. So, you know, I think that would give something for the show because this show is on life support right now. Ooh. If it was for previous seasons, how I feel guilty that I encourage you to watch the show thinking it's good, because they really disappointed. I'm sorry, Kempire. I really am. I need to apologize.
But the earlier seasons are good. The earlier seasons are good.
till the blowout between Reza and MJ. That was too dark. That was too dark.
Miriam, we appreciate you when you call in. And just a reminder to everyone, me and Miriam will be on Up and Adam tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern, recapping 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. So you can see us fight tomorrow.
Girls and Angela's girls.
Oh, that's going to be a mess. Miriam, thank you for calling in. We have a long line of people.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
Yes. All right, everyone that's on the line, I'm going to try to get to everyone, but please be quick and straight to the point, because I have literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people waiting online, okay? And I'm not trying to rush you guys, but we're already going an hour and a half. We have almost 300 people watching. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. Subscribe to the channel. You're getting daily and consistent hot topics. Tonight, as always, on Monday nights, we recap a mashup of Shahs of Sunset and the Real Housewives of Potomac. Yes, last night we recapped it, but it was a members-only chat. Tonight, it's open to everyone, and everyone wants to call in and share their thoughts. I'm going to have Nia come up next. Nia, what is going on? Nia?
Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've been on bed rest. I got COVID. So,
what?
Yeah, I've been on
so
bed. That's why I haven't been here for a while. I'm finally feeling better. So,
oh my gosh,
yeah.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
So, when I seen that you were on here, I was like, oh, let me come on here because I haven't been on in a while. But, so, yes, this show is my guilty pleasure. And I watched this episode. I felt like it was a decent episode, a good little, nice little filler. So it's funny how Ashley went through labor and everything like that, but she's still a bone carrier. Like, she literally just had a baby a couple days ago, and this girl is back into action. Like,
ready.
When I tell you, every dime they give her, she deserves it, because that girl works. She work overtime, boy. And you ain't got to she ain't going to HR. She ain't going to nothing. She just, oh, you need this to happen? Cool. Gizelle, it's like, what can we say? Because we're just going to be repeating the same thing. You know what I'm saying? She, mentioned it twice, on purpose.
Yeah.
Because she wanted this to come up. And as much as Gizelle says she don't hear about this stuff that happened on the blogs and stuff like that, they do.
They do.
Because that first article that was up there was all about the tea. Like, let's be serious. And so what Gizelle doing this is not, it's she literally did it with somebody else, and they told y'all that she did it. And now you guys are seeing it front and center, hey, she was doing this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm not surprised. Of course, she gave it to Ashley because Ashley she's always said she's transparent. The one part that I did like was Mia talking about her story, because I used to see remarks about people used to say, well, why does her face look like that? Why does her? So now that explains that, she went something traumatic. And, sometimes when people go through things like that, no matter how much plastic surgery they get and stuff like that, it doesn't change. The scars just don't go away. I don't know what it is. But that was a lot. And I was very surprised that Robyn would tell that information about Juan's parents.
Well, I think because they've talked about it before on the show.
Oh, I have never heard that. So when I had heard that, I was like, oh. I just thought his parents were poor and stuff like that. I never knew that his parents died from heroin. But I'm glad that they put awareness on this, because there has been a lot of talk about HIV and AIDS from certain people. And just just letting people know, hey, there's this stigma, there's certain things people don't know about it, so let's talk about it and make people aware of you just don't get these things from having sex. Or
just being a part of one particular community.
Exactly. Let's get these get these people to understand, so we no longer have this ignorance, so we no longer have to hear these certain things. I actually like that, because I had to go through a phase like that too, where I had to learn about it, because nobody knew about it, Yeah. Another thing I want to mention is, them going to the house. It was very lovely. I find it very funny how all these things Gizelle is telling these people, like, I want Ray to pay his taxes. Jamal has to go pay his taxes now. You know, she's talking about people's marriage, and she's not even in a
bring it up at the
relationship.
reunion. You know they're gonna bring it up at the reunion.
I feel like when they do, she's gonna be very, very. She's just gonna go over it. What I do want to mention is how, in the preview, when Wendy told like the F ball, Robyn was like, yeah, I'm like real good. And then it was just like, yeah, we was already kind of suspecting that you were on the other side, but like now you just prove it to us a little bit too more. like I was like, Robyn, don't do that. Don't do that, because it looks like you've been doing that a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't want to be mean, but yeah, I think the next episode we're gonna get a lot. I feel like we're gonna get a lot. Everybody's gonna get into it. I like that. I could tell this season's gonna be a lot because everything in the previews have been shown already. So like usually you don't get that.
Right.
So we got some tea coming on. I think the next one you're gonna have a line out of this world because people are just
and I already have one right now. Mia, I hope you feel better. Thank you so much for calling in.
And I want to thank everybody for their comments for the full recovery. I think that, I'm getting there, but I'm not there yet. But thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Well, keep us posted, please.
I would definitely will. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Okay, callers. I know I said keep it brief. Some of y'all, come on. Keep it brief because I'm rounding out this conversation. There's a long line of people here. Megan, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. And I hate to rush you guys, but I want to get to everyone. All right. Megan, quick comment.
Okay. I wrote them down. So I'll just pick one.
Yes.
I think the one, I'll just pick one because I feel like it's the funniest to me. And I don't know if you guys mentioned it already because I'm kind of late. But the preview for the next episode, can we just talk about the immense glee on the face of Michael Darby as as he asks Ashley, well, is Juan are they still getting married? Listen, can I just say, all right, I don't like this man. I feel like it is, we are literally watching like incredible white privilege of him still being on the show after it has been proven in one video that he has essayed a man. And like the other instance of it was very shady. They were just like, well, they dropped the case, they settled. That means like he was lying or whatever. That's not what it means at all. We know he's creepy, but I can't deny how much like I cackled at the huge smile on his face, asking Ashley, well, is Juan still getting married? Dead. And just one last thing. Someone said that Robyn, like what's the deal with the like Robyn and Gizelle, like Batman and Robyn? Listen, if Gizelle is Batman, Robyn is Alfred, the butler. Okay? She's not even Robyn. Robyn isn't Robyn.
I'm stealing that.
Robyn is the butler. She will ask the butler asks, Alfred's asking Batman, what does he need? What do you need me to do? I will be there for you. I will be by your side. At least Robyn has like a role. He has something in his own right. Alfred is the butler, and that's Robyn. She's the butler. Gizelle is Batman, and she's the butler. So that's all I have to say.
Megan, that was perfect. Thank you so much for calling in.
Bye.
All right. Again, guys, I'm gonna have to get a clock, and I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put it in. AKA, this is, of course, Jean-Michel Basquiat, but y'all think it's D.L. Hughley. I'm going to put a timer right on his mouth. All right. I want to take some quick comments. Watch D, I'm going to bring you up. Watch D, what's going on?
Hey, can you hear me good?
A little bit. You sound a little low.
Let me see.
Are you? Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
That's better. Yes, that's better.
Okay. I'm gonna make this quick. All I had to say was I'm tired of Candace. I need her to keep it real. If she's gonna sit here, stop saying you forgot. You didn't forget. And yes, I agree with someone earlier. We're definitely getting the old Candace back because I did not like how she said, "Didn't the hoe just have a baby?" I'm like, why she gotta be out? Why she gotta be why? Why can't she's having a baby? Then you ask her, was she having a beer or a baby? So there you got your answers. Then I do not like how I know they're coming for Wendy and it's a whole different thing. I think she just doesn't like the backlash she got about everyone saying 4 degrees and professor. So she's showing off what she got. I'm here for it. I don't like how they're kind of like slut shaming her and doing all this with the outfits and everything. Let her do her thing. If you can't wear it, don't wear it and let her wear it. I'm here for it. I love how her husband got her together. I think that was everything too. That's her man. You know, she needs to sit with Karen and get on the right side like she been should have. But I get it. I think Mia's doing the same thing. You first come in and you kind of think, I think Mia's trying to work the room. And it's okay. Work the room because you're going to see. You're going to see. Trust me. It's already evident you're going to see. So I'm excited. I'm ready to see what's going to pop off. I'm ready to see how things are going. I need a scholar to sit there and just be there and just look pretty. That's it. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say for right now.
Thank you so much, Watchty, for calling in. Danielle, where are you? All I see is a ceiling. Look, all I see is a ceiling. Oh, okay, there we go. Danielle! You're muted.
Sorry. Hey.
Danielle is all the way in. Where? Punta Cana? Where are you?
I'm in Cabo. So I'm having FOMO. I was having a fear of missing out. So I found a way to watch Housewives, and now I'm here to get my 2 cents.
Okay.
Y'all need to leave Gizelle alone. Gizelle is doing her job and making a mess of everything, and that's what she's paid to do. So let it be what it is. Ashley, she's having a baby. We see next week she's going to come with the BS, which is what her job is for the one day. Because remember, she's only there for one day. So she's doing her job, and that's what it is. Candace, I'm sick of Candace. Like the previous caller just said, Candace did not forget to invite Ashley. She did it on purpose because Candace is shady. And I'm still trying to understand why Candace doesn't like Ashley. Like, why? Yeah. What's your point, Candace? Candace just wants to have something to say. As far as Wendy, I agree with the previous caller who said Wendy got, I guess, maybe sick of people kept talking about her only thing was the 4 degrees. But now I'm like, Gizelle, we don't need to see your T's and A's every time we see you. It's too much. Save it for the bedroom. And I really do. I kind of agree with Gizelle where she says, even though Wendy knows the rumors are not true, she might feel like she has to do something to keep Eddie's attention because there might be something there. The rumor might not be 100% true, but there might be some truth to that rumor. And maybe that's why she's feeling some type of way. And then I feel like Wendy gave us all this flack about her having 4 degrees last year, but she didn't know the basics of Googling how to start a business, how to come up with a business plan, it's basic. You're supposed to be a junior professor yourself, or assistant professor yourself, and you don't know how to do basic Google. Make it make sense. I'm tired of Karen being upset with Gizelle about what she said 4 years ago. Karen, get over it. Stop being petty. It's too stupid. Mia's, I like the fact that Mia's trying to tell her story. I didn't like Robyn telling Mia, I'm taking this room, you going downstairs. I wish Mia would have stood up for herself. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
What else? I miss Shahs. I miss Watch What Happens Live. Cabo has no Bravo. I tried to log into Bravo. I tried to log on YouTube TV. So I'm trying to watch stuff on basic YouTube. So that's the only way I can catch up. So I don't have anything for Shahs right now. I think that's it for Housewives. That's my 2 cents.
And I love how you condensed everything and did it so sharply. We appreciate you. Go enjoy the rest of your vacation, Danielle.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. All right. All right, guys. All right. We have 3 callers left. That's it. I'm trying to get to all the callers, so don't call in now because I'm not taking your call. We're going to get some quick comments from the next few callers. We have almost 300 people watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, because as I said before, you're getting daily and consistent content. TikTok, I just wanted to let you guys know that I can't post until tomorrow. I violated some sort of policy. This is why it's important for you guys to follow me on multiple platforms. Follow me on Kempire Daily on YouTube. Follow me on the Kempire Radio as my backup channel. Follow me on my social media. Everything is at TheKempire. That way you won't miss out on updates that Chuckie Thompson, who actually was on the Real Housewives of Potomac, passed away due to complications of COVID-19. Wear a mask. That's all I got to say. All right. Let's take these last 3 callers. I see a familiar face we have not seen in a long time. Lisa.
Hi, darling.
How are you?
Yeah, the reason why I ain't been, because, I've been grieving on my dog, And that's why I ain't been. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to it though. I'm gonna tell you something. I am so tired of Karen and Gizelle. I wish they'd go somewhere, sit down somewhere. I'm tired of this. Okay, we've been dealing with the same stuff like since season 2 or something. Okay, y'all ain't no friends no more. Let's move on. Okay, let's find something new. Okay, I am sick of it. Okay, sick of it. And I wish Robyn stop. I'm always been team Robyn, but I am tired of her being with Gizelle. No, Rob, you need your own. Okay, do something else to kind of get your story going on. Find something new to talk about. Stop being up Giselle tail all the time, okay? Stop it. I'm sick of it. And I tell you, when everybody want to know, I'm on King Candace side, baby. Why Ashley do something for Ashley? That bitch was a thing against me, and you did it on purpose. So you know what? I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Y'all already know what the deal is. I'm like her last night. Didn't hope this have a baby. Okay.
Why she gotta be a hoe?
Well, okay. I'm like, I don't know why Candace said that, but I don't think I didn't like Candace said this year was when she called Mia husband old geezer. I said I didn't like that. I told her to a private chat. I told her, so girl, you have no be call that woman husband no old geezer. Okay. You don't do that. It's just wrong. And all Air Force was. But other than that, I'm always team Wendy too. I love Wendy. I thought she was already beautiful. Beautiful black woman, you know what I'm saying? And if she have it, her show it off. She got the money to pay for it. Hey, and I think they just coming after her this season. I don't know why Gizelle kind of come after her. I think she kind of made Monique. Winning the new Monique because she ain't got Monique to come after no more. So I don't know what the problem is. Other than that, it wasn't a good show last night. It really wasn't.
All right.
So, yeah, but other than that, I'm not on Shahs of Sunset. I think what won the show on for there is Reza and MJ friendship. They had the friendship of the show.
Yeah.
That is totally gone. I am totally Tommy. Tommy said, no, I'm not finna visit him because he did you wrong. You had a baby and he should have been there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When this girl was about to die, Tommy's like, I almost lost my wife trying to have this child. You knew what was going on. And you gonna bring up some rumors and stuff? No, I'm like Team Tommy. Hell no. And then Mike, everybody know what Mike is all about. I don't like that girl Paulina. Paulina need to go find her something else to do. She was all on what happened live with her breasts and stuff, and kind of show all this. Okay, girl, you got all that. We got like you and Mike still together. Okay, you kind of get a paycheck. I get that. Kind of get a paycheck. I got it. Now get your paycheck. Okay,
Lisa, I hate to rush you, but
I know, darling. But that's all I had to say, though. But honey, everybody know her Mike is okay, and I'm glad Gigi found a new Zane in her life too. I love you, darling. I will be back. I'm in my bills now. I will be back, coming back during Contest for Love with Lisa. I just need some little more time, though.
All right. I hear you.
I love you, darling.
Thank you so much for calling in.
I miss you.
I appreciate Lisa. Thank you so much. All right. I got a couple of people backstage. All right, guys. If you haven't liked the video already, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. As I said before, you're getting daily and consistent hot topics here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're also live on Twitter and Twitch at the Kempire. Follow me there. That way you never miss out on these hot topics. All right. Jamal's concubine?
What's up, Kempire? Long time no see.
What are your thoughts?
Thoughts, Gizelle and Robyn. Well, one can't shit if the other one's not holding the pot, so I'm pretty much over that with them. I think with Candace, the reason why she doesn't like Ashley is that Ashley got Crocodile Dundee and she got a hillbilly, swamp boy. And that's cool. I get it. He got all his baby mamas, which is all right. In regards to Gizelle, if she thought what Monique did to her was crucifying, she hasn't felt the lashing of a West African woman scorned. So when Wendy says tread lightly, I think Gizelle really should listen to that, because basically I feel like Wendy will be the one to bury Gizelle. Like, metaphorically and physically. So that is that is all the tick. So I'm looking forward to next week and seeing how that happens. Can't wait for Michael and Juan to be on the show as a couple. I think that's a beautiful pairing that's waiting to happen. In regards to Mia, love her authenticity. I love that she just owns all of her mess. Love the show all around. Shahs, that show needs to go to hell. They did my girl Asa wrong, so that's how I feel. So they can all burn, all of them. Well, except for Gigi. I like Gigi, but the rest of them can go. And yeah, that's about it. All right, Jamal's concubine. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy Jamal schedule to be here. I know I got to get back to him. It's my time to get for prayer service. Okay. Oh, y'all are hilarious, guys. One last caller before we go. Thank you so much for tuning in for our mashup, our weekly mashup of Shahs of Sunset and the Real Housewives of Potomac here on the channel. Shahs finale is next week, and then of course the reunion. I'm assuming it's probably going to be a couple of parts of the reunion, probably 3 parts at the very least. We will be covering it, and I think it'll probably be the most interesting part of the season of Shahs of Sunset. If you haven't watched it, be sure to get into that. There are going to be some new shows that we're going to be talking about here on the channel as well. Stay tuned for that. I just have to start watching them so we can start talking about them. All right, last caller. Val, what's going on?
What's up, Kempire?
How are
First
you?
of all, everybody, I'm fine. Click that bell, click that like to this video. You watching? Click a like, baby. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up really fast for you too, because we run out of time. So I'm gonna go through it fast. Don't say you need to stop. I'm not gonna stop. Okay, first of all, Robyn and Juan don't live there. That's like they said, Juan don't live there. That's why Juan didn't know she was still out in the bed. Juan wasn't there all night. He just came home and totally got to bed for the kids to go to school. Okay, as far as I agree with the caller you had said Robyn and Gizelle like Batman and Robyn, right? And Robyn couldn't sit in and do all the firework because Batman standing back and watch Robyn get lit. And Gizelle, I don't know what it is about Gizelle. Gizelle just mad at everybody because everybody getting eggplant except her. So she upset about it. I guess, she just really upset about it. And Candace is a sugar mama. And Candace got them kids on there due to the fact that that's just child support payment. Because her husband ain't got no child support money. So the kids come on the show, they get a little check. So then the mama get a little money for a kickback for having the kids on there. So the mama got to do what she got to do to have cereal on the table. You know what I'm saying? And Wendy just showing off where her money went. That's all. And she got a right to show off where the money went. See, because now she don't have to wear her waist trainer. So now she can show it off. And so Gizelle need to stop being mad about that, because Gizelle need to do something with a couple things. But anyway, so that's just all I have to say about that. And as far as Shahs of Sunset, I still like the show. But like they said, the dynamics of the show has changed due to the fact with Reza and MJ just not being friends, because that was like a mold, you know what I'm saying? That was a 2-in-1, and that's what made the show. They them clinging on to each other. So you got to realize MJ is in a bad position because you got to do right by your husband, then you got to do right by your best friend. But Reza crossed the line, so Reza messed up that. Reza is only trying to get in good with MJ because he's the only one that hasn't seen the baby and can't see the baby. So he just wants to be a part of the group. It's not that he really cares about her baby. I really don't think he really cares. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. I don't really feel he really cares about the baby. I think he's just hurt because he's the only one that's left out. Reza doesn't like to be left out. Reza, he's such a name brand hooker. You know what I'm saying? He just wants to be in everything. And as far as Gigi going with I forgot his name. Anyway, Pearly White, AKA Chicklets. You know what I'm saying? He talk about that. He think that she upset because he didn't go all the way. She didn't go all the way. Anytime a woman grab on your stuff and then you don't go all the way, that's because that was just too small. Let's just admit it. She said it was small and it's just too small. You done held on to it and you say that's okay. You said that for a reason, good. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Val, thank you so much for calling and making me laugh.
You're welcome, boo boo. Take care. Click a like. Click a like. Click a like.
Yes.
Talk to you later.
Thank you, Val. Twan the Don, thank you so much for the super chat. Yes. Twan says, it's the waist trainer for me. Samaya says, yes, the waist trainer. Thanks again. Thanks, Twan. Guys, and that's it. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. That way you never miss out, because these streets, between the YouTube streets, the TikTok streets, They trying to hold your boy back because I'm trying to talk about some of your hot topics. And don't forget, here on the channel, we don't just talk about your housewives. We don't just talk about reality TV. We're giving you daily and consistent hot topics. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, but also subscribe to our texting community. That way you never miss out on anything. Head on over to TheKempire.com. And if you would like to become a member of the channel, it's a nice way of supporting the channel. Head on over to TheKempire.com. And for more information on anything else, be sure to check out the description of this video. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to everyone that sent in a super chat. Shout out to everyone that called in. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I had to rush you, but there was such a long line, and they only hold, I think, like 12 people backstage. So I know that there were more people that were waiting to get on. So I appreciate everyone being patient and getting to the point and calling in. And shout out to everyone that was a part of the conversation in the chat. I wasn't able to get to everyone's chat and to highlight everyone's chat, but I appreciate you all being here. Don't forget, tomorrow I'll be live again on Up and Adam's channel to recap 90 Day Fiance. I know I haven't done a live or done a video on 90 Day Fiance for the channel, but I do every single week under a minute recaps of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After here on the channel and on my TikTok when I'm able to post on TikTok. But be sure to check those out. But we will do a full recap of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After and probably a little Darcy and Stacey as well. So be sure to tune in to Up and Adam tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. Of course, I'll be posting that on my texting community and my social media. So stay tuned for that as well. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Drop those crowns in the chat. Let's segue our way out of here. I'm going to bed because I got to be up early in the morning. Yeah, because brother got multiple jobs going on, y'all. Have a good night, y'all. Nothing but good vibes.